Time for the main event!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. So we got some updates coming via my faction for Persona cards. We're going to go look at those because the way you unlock them is just getting worse and worse this year. And if you're still playing this game for this mode alone this year, I want to hear from you in the comments down below. What is making you continue wanting to play this mode despite all this negativity? Because they're making money. They're obviously making money, otherwise they would have pivoted and corrected the ship here. There's no other reason that they haven't changed yet other than people are paying them money to get this stuff. I want to know who those people are. Obviously, it's probably the casuals, the people that don't really watch YouTube or are aware of what's going online. They buy their game they love every year, they put money into it, they play it, and whatever. That's just how it is. Some people have a lot of disposable income, so it doesn't really matter to them if they spend a couple $100, maybe even $1,000 on a mode that's literally going to start over in less than a year's time. So to me, it makes absolutely zero sense. However, I am aware of the people out there that have the money, and like I just said, love the mode so much that they'll do it anyway. I pretty much dropped off the mode in 2K22. I literally did every single thing you could do in the game in 2K22. I got the platinum. I played that stupid My Faction mode for the last pretty much 50 to 80 hours of the game, trying to get all the stupid lifetime achievements done, or lifetime events done. And so the reason why I'm making this video, and I have a strong feeling it's not going to get many views because it is about My Faction, is they've added a bunch of new Persona cards, but they're recycled content from last year's game. And the fact that they're making or trying to make us basically buy them twice is ridiculous to me. So anyway, we're going to look at the content here. Regardless if you like the mode or not, it feels like it's unanimous that the way they're going about these Persona cards and My Faction mode in general is just ain't it. And as long as people are spending money in the mode, they're never going to change it. Thank God that we have the offline modes and other things to do in the game, because if this was the major focus of the game, well, it would be dead already. Anyway, without further ado, let's go check out My Faction. Let's go check out these new DLC things, these new live events, these new Personas, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's get to it. Alright, here we are over on the Switch 2 version. I was going to work on a video because there was a whole new feature. Well, it's not new, but there's a whole feature in the Creation Suite that I didn't even notice, and I got the game day one. Like, I even pre-ordered the game before it came out on the Switch 2. And that's the face paint and body paint functionality. I didn't even notice it because I haven't made Wrestler on the Switch 2 yet. So I wanted to go over that in a separate video, but anyway, keep an eye out for that. Shoutouts to Smack Talks for discovering that mode. I did, however, was the only one that reported on the Mayhem match type. I was the first one to report on that. I didn't see anybody else report on it until Smack Talks did. So I got him there. I got you beat there, Smack Talks. Anyway. Without further ado, let's look at these Persona cards, because some of these, like AJ Styles, looks a little chunky there. And this one thing that they've been doing, and they've done, this isn't the first time they've done it in the franchise. They've done it, I think, since all the way back to 2K22. Although, well, actually, we didn't have Persona cards in 2K22. They didn't implement that until 24, I believe. But they did implement having to have cards to unlock other cards. So to even have a chance to get this AJ Styles card, you have to have this Ron Cena card, which was part of the extra bonus pack, the Farewell Tour pack in 2K25. Why in the hell is it locked as a Persona card in 2K26? It hasn't even been a year yet, and they're relocking content to make you buy it again. This is absolutely criminal to me, in my opinion. Taking content that we paid extra for last year and locking it in this year's game. That's just criminal to me. We'll scroll down here a little bit more. There is the Cody Rhodes WrestleMania 41 thing that we got with the WrestleMania pack last year. And now they're locking in the game as a Persona card. That you have to have this Rock card in order to unlock. Do you see where I'm getting at here? You see why I started making this video? Because I saw this online. There was a bunch of outrage about some new update. I'm like, what do they talk about now with the My Faction mode? Then I went into the mode probably for the first time since it came out, other than to open packs. And we'll open packs here at the end to fill out the video, because I haven't opened a single pack on the Switch 2 version. So we'll see what we get here. But this, to me, is absolutely criminal. Like, we paid for this content last year. If you did not buy the game last year, this should obviously be included in the game this year. So that tells me any of the WrestleMania 42 stuff and content that we get this year with this year's game will be locked to my faction Persona cards next year. To me, that's ridiculous. Like, add in extra stuff to the game. Don't take things out and lock it into as a Persona card. It's recycled content. You're telling me the mode that makes you the most money, you can't take the time in order to make new content. This is absolutely insane to me. Like, it makes no sense. I'm so glad I don't care about this mode, but this in particular, this Cody Rhodes, it was awesome because it comes with this cool helmet and everything. But locking him out like this as a Persona card, absolutely criminal. We'll keep going down here, and then in order to face this card, which isn't even a Persona card, you have to have all these other cards, not a Persona card, and there's one that we'll get to here in a second that really pretty much made me make this video, and it's in the upcoming events. But look how many events they have here. Holy crap. I haven't done any of them because I don't play the mode. So the thing that would get me into the mode is making it easier to unlock these Persona cards. So let's say they have the coolest version of Ultimate Warrior in the game. He's my favorite wrestler, by the way. They have a no face paint version of him, which is his worst look, so I don't care less. Thank God they picked that one to lock to my faction. But if they had the absolute coolest version of Ultimate Warrior, which I think is his look where he had in, I want to say when he wrestled with his cool big blue jacket. I think it's when he wrestled Triple H. That look, and of course his WrestleMania iconic look where he wrestled Hulk Hogan, which is already in the game. Thank God. Then I would probably try to get it, but I would not spend money to unlock card packs in a game that's going to be expunged from the planet Earth. Anyway, so let's keep going here. There's a Persona of Kurt Angle, and I did not know that you could look at the cards. So if you want old school, young, year 2000 Kurt Angle, which that gear is in the creation suite, you can use the gear already, you're going to have to unlock him in this event. In order to even play the event, you're going to need this Randy Orton, which is stupid to me. At the very least, since it's already overly difficult, don't have card requirements in order to fight these or play these events. I think to me, that's stupid. Like, I understand you want people to be incentivized to open card packs and stuff like that, but this whole mode just needs to be expunged. Like, the way it's set up. Like, you can have your card packs. There's a certain way to do it to where it's not so predatory. And they have no shame this year. Like, I feel sorry for the My Faction bros, man. I'm so glad I don't play this mode. And then here's that Liv Morgan that's coming back that everybody was freaking out that they couldn't get. I feel sorry for those of you that spent tons of money to get it the first go around. Well, she's coming back, so you'll be able to get that one. And then we come down here to another CM Punk card, which I get he's the cover star. He's the guy, face of the game right now. But do we really need another Persona card for CM Punk? I think not. Honestly, I think not. All right, now let's keep going here because there's this one. This is the one that annoys me the most because that gear for Created Wrestler would be awesome. You'll have to sound off in the comments down below because of the fact that I don't play these modes hardly at all, but the Persona cards that were included in the Ringside Pass, we did get some creation parts from those Persona cards. Would we get her outfit for Created Wrestlers if we got this card? So in order to even have a chance to get this card, look at all the other cards that you have to get. Once again, this type of stuff just absolutely kills this mode for me. I don't even care anymore. Like, I feel so bad for the people that, like I said, really rely on this mode for content or just rely on the mode to just have fun because this is what they bought the game for this year. Because there are some people that love My Faction so much, this is the only mode they play. And I mean, if you've done everything else and Universe Mode and My GM are not your thing, and the island's not your thing, this might be the thing that keeps you engaged because there's daily content to do. Sounds like maybe they're trying to kill it themselves because the stupid baffling stuff they've been doing this year, I mean, what if they're trying to kill it? What if they're trying to kill it and have 2K go, oh, well, it's not making money, so let's kill the mode and put the money elsewhere. Maybe they're trying to help the gamers. Maybe they're trying to purposely kill it so that we can get the stuff we really want, like create a story, create a move, create a finisher, whatever, back in the game, and they could put the resources there. But I don't know, man. Taking content that we bought last year and locking it out is absolutely insane and criminal to me. And for those of you who didn't buy 2K25, well, you probably like, well, I didn't buy it last year, so I don't care. Well, they should reward their fan base that buys these games every single year and really keeps the franchise alive and pretty much pays their bills. So, and the new card pack, before, I almost forgot to add this to the video, they have the frickin' Brock Lesnar that we paid for last year, Cowboy Brock, as a Persona card. He's not in the base game. What are we doing, 2K? Why are we locking content that we paid for last year as Persona cards in my faction? Everything that was purchased last year, see, this is why they need to have some sort of system in place where it detects what you got in last year's game. If you were sticking with the franchise every single year, you need to reward players for sticking around and being the first adopters every single year. If I bought all the content last year, which I did because of the YouTube channel, if it wasn't for the YouTube channel, I would probably wait until the games went half price, or I'd wait until 2K27 came out to get 2K26. So that's probably what I'd be doing. I'd wait a year for all the bugs and all the glitches to be fixed, for all the content to be released, and then I would buy it. That's what I would do if I didn't have the YouTube channel. Anyway, so we're taking content that we purchased last year and locking it. So for fans that buy the game every single year, day one, like I was saying, I lost my train of thought, we need to have a system in place where it detects, okay, he bought all this DLC last year. Everything he bought last year is automatically unlocked for you in the following game. Now, if they want to lock it out in the following game after that, that's different. It's been 2 years. But if they're going to take a game from last year and lock out the content that we paid for, isn't that literally the definition of criminal? Like, I'm not trying to vilify 2K here. I'm just trying to understand, what are they thinking? Are they so strapped for content that we have to reuse stuff that we had in last year's game? If that's the case, then you guys need to skip years. You need to go to the bi-yearly release, because if this continues after all the backlash this year, the franchise will die. Mark my words, people will move on. There's a ton of people that moved on this year. The fact that you dropped last gen, the fact that consoles are going up in price, people aren't going to be able to adopt, we're not going to get new players, the fan base isn't going to grow. Doubling down and charging for the fans you do have extra is not the way to go in my book. So yeah, I'm a little worried about this franchise, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to cover Xenoverse 3. Because at least there's a backup plan. Anyway, thank you for watching. What do you make of all this? And as always, stay frosty.